I regret getting Ayaka, and let's go ahead and talk about it. But before we get into the video, let me just say two things before we get into it, alright? One, this is my opinion, okay? If you have a different opinion on Ayaka, then sure, you can have your own opinion. And two, if you like the character, then you should go for it. Don't give a fuck about whatever anybody says, just do it. This is just my opinion, my thoughts on this character, so don't let my words, my actions affect how you feel, alright? Now with that being said, let's just get right into the video. There we go. I have the beautiful Ayaka right in front of me, and I kind of regret getting her. I spent around 8 to 7,000 primal gems just trying to get her, and I feel like I wasted it. I really do feel like I wasted my primal gems when I could have spent that on a character that I really like to play and enjoy to play. There are a couple major issues that I find with Ayaka, and I would say it's kind of a big issue with me. Now let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Her sprint, okay? Her sprint is amazing when it's exploring. When it's exploring, it's amazing. I didn't have Mona before, so having her is actually so amazing, especially when you are on water. It is amazing how you could survive on water. Like, you could literally walk from Inazuma all the way to Mondstadt without even dying with Ayaka. Yes, that is possible. And the exploration aspect of it is amazing. But for the combat, I'm not a big fan of it, okay? I'm not a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of the idea, but in actual, performance-wise, not so much. I think I rather just prefer the actual iframe dodge, like any of the other characters. And next comes her big issue that I definitely have with her is definitely going to be her ultimate. Her ultimate is a little bit underwhelming. In terms of damage, it does a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, she does amazing damage and she's great. She is a great character and I'm not going to deny that. But a very huge difference between her ultimate as well as the characters that I like to play is that Ayaka is a very huge high risk, high reward kind of, just a tad bit. And the reason why is just because if you guys don't know, the auto aim in this game is absolute fucking dog shit. If you have Diluc, you know what I'm talking about. If you have Venti, you know what I'm talking about. There's like a whole group of enemies over here, and there's this one single target right here, or like right behind you, and you ulti, it aims for the complete opposite of what you actually want, and that is what Ayaka's ultimate does. But the same thing can be said for Venti as well as Diluc. Like I said, I'm not complaining that her ultimate doesn't deal damage. It does deal damage, but when you miss that, it feels so unrewarding. And not only that, once you miss your ultimate, you don't get your ultimate for a good minute. Her ultimate is a total cost of 80 particles. 80. So that is such a huge downside for her, because her ultimate is it just takes so long just to charge up that it's just kind of useless when it comes to big opponents that could just walk out of her ultimate. Now let's go ahead and talk about her overall kit. After her ultimate, after you use your ultimate, you're basically stuck with her E and her auto attacks. And not only that, you have to dash. You have to dash to get your cryo applied to Ayaka, and that is pretty cool, okay? I like that kind of aspect. It applies a little bit more mechanic to her, and that's pretty cool. But with her overall kit, her basic attacks as well as her E, it's kind of underwhelming as well. And let's just go ahead and talk about her charge attack. Her charge attack is pretty damn cool. Honestly, I think I would like a character that is more based on their auto attacks and their charge attacks, kind of like Kaching, but with that kind of attack animation. Bro, it is so satisfying when you just pull out your sword, boom, oh boom, boom, boom. Bro, that is pretty sick. That is sick. But it doesn't deal, that's not her main point to Ayaka, so it doesn't deal as much damage. So that's why I think if her focus was on her auto attacks and her charge attacks, then that would be awesome, and I think I would like her a little bit more. But there's just so many downsides to Ayaka that I'm not okay with. Just take a look at this. Like, I'm trying to use every sort of bit of damage that I can with Ayaka, her E, her basic attack, when I could just go to Zhao and just literally press E 2 times and the enemy is dead already. Now, this is a little bit biased though. This is very, very biased. It's just because Zhao is on a whole nother plane from Ayaka. Ayaka, her talent is not even all the way maxed. Her weapon is only rank 1 while Zhao is rank 5. You know, there is a huge difference there. But even when I was playing Zhao at Ayaka's state, I still found Zhao so much more fun and so much more intuitive than Ayaka. And I think this really just comes down to, you know, whether you like the character and you like their playstyle or not. I regret getting Ayaka just because I don't think I find her fun. She is awesome as a character, you know, she's perfectly fine, but I feel like she's just missing. Like, she's clunky, she's a little bit wonky for me. She's just not, you know, the character for me. She's just not the character for me. Now, if you're asking me how I would describe playing Ayaka, I would describe her as jerking off with your left hand or your non-dominant hand, because yes, it still does the job, but you're not quite satisfied, if you know what I mean. Like, that, it's just not, it just doesn't do the right job. Like, yeah, it gets the job done, but it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. It feels clunky, you know, it feels like you're freaking stuck on something. But whenever I play Zhao or Eula or any of my other main DPS characters, it's like, god damn, I be jerking off to Eula every single time I play her, in game and out of game, seriously. So that's my thoughts on Ayaka. But one thing, like I said at the beginning of this video, don't let my opinions affect how you feel about this character. If you like this character, then go for it. You know, max her out. Prove me wrong that she can be amazing. And just do it. Don't let other people's opinions affect how you want to play Genshin. Genshin is more, in the long run, is a waifu husbando collecting simulator. It really is. I already have legit all of the characters I need to pass Spiral Abyss. I legit don't even need to get any new characters. And hey, if you don't believe me, take a look at my Beidou. Beidou is a 4-star character. And who the hell maxes out a 4-star character talents? Like, look at this. I have her talents all the way max. I max Constellation her, and Beidou is just my waifu. I don't care if people say, oh, you wasted so much crowns, you could have put it on Eula or any other main DPSs like Zhongli or whatever. I don't care. Beidou is my character and my waifu. I don't care what they say. This is who I'm going to crown, and you know, I'm sticking to it. That's why, once again, I feel like you shouldn't let my opinion, you know, affect you. If you like Ayaka, then go ahead and max her out, level her, and do whatever you want to do with her. But as for me, I think I'm done. I'm not leveling her up anymore. I'm leaving her at level 80. Her talents, just leaving it there. Her weapons, not changing up anything. I think she's going to be on the bench for a very, very long time. I'm not going to be using her that much. But yeah, anyways, guys, leave a comment down below what you guys think of this character. Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? What would you change about this character? And a whole bunch of stuff. We could have a whole conversation down there. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!